Special thanks to Steve Flecher, who first covered this info and I saw on his channel, and also the 555 Black Diamond auction, my last video. Jen Psaki was on The View, passing codes January 21st.
This is an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden every single day. This is an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden every single day. I love spending time with him.
That was not a mistake. She actually meant to do that. Press Secretary Jen Psaki was on The View, sending coded information regarding the mark of the beast. The entire video uploaded by The View's own YouTube website video was 7 minutes and 20 seconds long. Interesting how everything having to do with this video, it relates to phrases regarding the mark of the beast. The entire video length uploaded by The View was 7 minutes and 20 seconds. There you can see the full upload is 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and that is The View YouTube channel. 7 minutes and 20 seconds equals 3141. If you scroll down here, you can see, let he who has wisdom count the number equals 3141. That's a major clue that this entire video is a huge code about the mark of the beast. 7 minutes and 20 seconds equals 3141. Let he who has wisdom count the number 3141. This entire video is a huge code about the mark of the beast. And I will show you in the timestamps and when the codes are said that it does flow together, and they are said at the specific time counts for a reason. The time counts relate to the Gematria code that was said within seconds of that time stamp. And so just remember that this is uploaded by The View themselves, okay? And so the timestamps were planned by themselves. This was not spliced in. This is taken directly and downloaded from The View YouTube channel. So it was edited this way by their own account. You can consider this might be a ton of coincidences that all of the coded phrases at specific time stamps that have to do with codes for Mark of the Beast or Barack Hussein Obama, you can say that they're coincidences, but it's highly unlikely, and I'll show you why I think that is. The timestamps on the video uploaded from The View's own YouTube channel have Gematria phrases that are synced and spoken on exact timestamps that have to do with the subject material that reveal 1. The mark is coming quickly. 2. BHO is the beast. 3. That it is a RFID ENICAV validation. 601 equals the mark of the beast. She will use acronym coding. She spoke a sentence meant to be an acronym code at 601 into the original video. 601 equals the mark of the beast. In Jewish Gematria, she uses acronym coding at the 601 mark that reveals very important information about the mark.
What is going to be attempted out there in community?
Right when she used that acronym code, the clock hit 601. Mark of the beast equals 601. This is the acronym code for the sentence that she spoke and finished right at 601. Okay, so June 4, 1181, and then that code, the acronym code, equals 1181. 1181 also equals RFID tag Leviathans. Leviathans is 666. I'm going to go into that in a minute. Okay, but you're going to see two dates in this video. You're going to see February 5th and you're going to see June 4th. The reason is February 5th is 604 on the Jewish calendar. 604 would be our June 4th. June 4 is Shavuot 2022, 6/4 to 6/6. So this is a very important date coming up, the wheat harvest.
What is going to be attempted out there in communities? What is going to be attempted out there in communities?
She used this acronym code for the sentence that she spoke. Equals 1181. 1181. You can see that it has to do with the RFID tag. June 4 also equals 1181. RFID tag, Leviathans, so it's a code within a code like they always use. Leviathan is a code for 666. Watch. Leviathans is 666 in the English Gematria. So if you put the whole code together, then you have RFID tag 666 as being the decoded code, spoken at 601, and 601 is Gematria for the mark of the beast. RFID tag Leviathans equals the acronym code she spoke that I showed you. Leviathans is 666 in English Gematria. The code decoded unravels to RFID tag 666 spoken at 601, and do not forget that 601 equals the mark of the beast. Reminder, 601 is the mark of the beast in Jewish Gematria. At 601 she spoke an acronym code. WIGTBAOTIC equals RFID tag Leviathans, which is a code within a code, because Leviathans equals 666 in English Gematria. Code decoded RFID tag 666 at the 601 mark of the video, which 601 equals the mark of the beast. At 6:23 on the original video uploaded from The View, she had a big gaffe and says, "Thanks to President Obama," except he's not the president. Whoops. 623 equals Barack Hussein Obama in Jewish Gematria, and this phrase was spoken at 6:23 on the original video uploaded from The View itself. So you could say that this was intended to be placed at that moment on that video.
Honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden. You know, I don't know when I'm leaving. This is an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Obama.
Timestamp of President Obama is 6:23. Barack Hussein Obama, full name 623, and that is precisely the time that she made the mistake of saying that she was working for President Obama while Biden is the one she's supposedly working for. But she intended to do that because of the coding involved, which I will show you.
President Biden, President Biden, President Obama. President Biden, and I love working for President Obama.
This was a multi-codogram, I like to call them.
I love working for President Obama. I love working for President Obama.
This code includes any gaff, the mark, because it will be involved in the mark process, the ENICAV. The acronym code that she just said, I love working for President Obama, right at 623. Barack Hussein Obama equals 623 in Jewish Gematria. They love acronym coding because it allows them to code multi-things at once, which are multi-codograms. This is definitely a case of that. I will show you how many codes they stuffed into this one sentence. The acronym counted to 995. It equals ENICAV, the mark. Do not fear, the ENICAV alone is not the mark. It is the chip that validates the ENICAV, the devoke ENICAV. More on this later.
This is an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden every single day.
So we have this code right here, and this part ended right at 623. 623. The full value for this is 2453. So let's take 623 from that. 2453 minus 623. 1830. Okay, the reason why we did that is because they did it timed on the gematria of his name. So we're removing his name from the gematria of this sentence that she cut off at 623. 1830 plus 623 equals the phrase that I just showed you, 2453. The mark number, the number of a man, 1830, plus Barack Hussein Obama, 623, 2453. This sentence was spoken to end at 623. Okay, so that's what I just showed you right there. 2453. Once again, the mark, the number of a man, 1830, plus 623 equals 2453. That's the sentence that she just spoke and cut off Obama at 623. They are talking about the mark, the number of a man, having to do with Barack Hussein Obama, timed exactly on the timestamp that correlates to the gematria of his name.
And I love working for President Biden and I love working for President
Okay, now here we have something interesting, because that equals this, and this is the same thing that we saw in the black diamond auction 555. Check, look at my last video. Okay, they said that that's going to be auctioned in February. The black diamond auction is a complex code for the mark. Watch my last video. So they said February, and President Obama is 774 is February. I have two issues with this because, okay, President is what she clearly said, if you watched her mouth too. So that gives us 774 and 129. Okay, February 774. Okay, let's go back to, that's when the black diamond is going on auction, and the black diamond was a complex code about the mark of the beast. Please watch my last video if you have not seen it. Okay, 129 is equal to 5th, as you can see that right there. So what I actually think they're pointing to is June 4th. Okay. February 5th is 604 on the Jewish calendar. I believe that they're pointing to 204. You see, birthday is equal to 604. They've been using that code now for several years. So we finally figured out what it meant. But anyway, so the reason why they're coding February 5th is because it is 604. They are pointing ahead to June 4th. And they also used the Kobe story to encode June the 4th, which I will show you soon. So don't get your hopes up for February, okay? Unfortunately, the reality is that it's most likely June 4th that we have to wait till. I do want to bring this up early in the video so nobody sets their hope on February 5th. Because you guys, if you've been watching my videos, you know how many times they've been using this birthday code. This is cream backwards. She's wearing cream. The color appears cream as well. Cream is 119. There are 119 days from February 5th to 604.
Happy birthday. 39 years old. 39 years old.
Is the 155th day of the year, which I believe that they symbolized through this. Both of those words are backwards. Anarok Sariv, both backwards, is 155 simple gematria, and 604 is the 155th day of the year every year. 25, the code, the date that they're coding now, 119 days to Shavuot. This is cream backwards. She's wearing cream. The color appears cream as well. Cream. Okay, so it's 119 total days, which equals cream from 205, which is the date that I'm catching them coding now, to 604. 604 is birthday. As you can see right there, and that equals her cream code, okay? And then she was said happy birthday to 6.
Happy birthday. 39 years old. 39 years old.
She stands up there mouthing cream backwards, and now they're coding February 5th, 2022. It's really interesting to find there's 119, which equals cream, 119. 119 days to June 4, 2022. And they said happy birthday to her. Birthday is 604. So they were encoding the date and the gematria. I don't understand why February 5th is being involved. The only thing I can think is that it's the Jewish conversion. So February 5th is 604 on their calendar. And then the Illuminists would know that they are pointing to June 4. Hey, I just thought of something. So I was telling you guys I was saying 55522 all the time. It turns out that it was the birthday code, which is 604 and 522. Some things are going to get mistaken. Gematria is very complex, but I do understand their language and I do understand what they're doing, marking out points on the timeline. I am going to make mistakes sometimes. Gematria is very complex, but I figured out their system and I had no one to teach me. I learned it myself. Don't think this is bragging. This is not bragging. I just need to clarify a few things here. I'm going to divulge this information because it's personal and my husband asked that I not identify myself. but my full name and my birth date reveal that I was actually born to do this. I was born to figure out their code to calculate the number of the beast. There's much more to this than you think. How about think of this for a second? Do you remember the language panels that they put up on Crystal and CERN? Why would they do that? Because God said that Word created everything. Okay? Do you get it? So, and Jesus said that words were very important. Words are very important. And I've decoded some codes that say acknowledgement of God's will through Gematria is what makes things happen. And that's when they get upset when I find things. I have predicted some things that have come true on the date that I said that they would come true. And sometimes I am wrong. Do you want to know why? The alphabet consists of 26 letters. Okay, so it's a combination of different letters, and it can be misunderstood at times, but I am going heavily after their codes because they do code, and I am doing it for the sake of God's people not to be blind. I am wrong sometimes. Am I ashamed of that? No. I'm pointing out the days that I see and the reasons why they point out the days because of the connections and showing you why they're doing it. I am not always going to be right. And I never said I was. So going back, they are coding February 5th right now, heavily. 205 is 604 on the Jewish calendar. June 4th is 155th day. Anarok Sariv, both of those words are backwards, equals 155. June 4th is the 155th day. Birthday equals 604. They have been coding birthday since 2020. Shavuot this year is on 604. Why are they pointing to this date? Gematria is very difficult. And guess what? I'm getting really sick of people who are on my channel talking crap. Okay? If you don't like Gematria, but then go away. What are you doing wasting time on my channel? Some people actually really do enjoy my videos. So please, get off my channel. Don't talk to me. Don't comment. Please. I'm going to block. I'm going to remove your comment. You want to know why? Because I am going through so much crap for this. Shh. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I'm being persecuted for this information. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't be persecuted. I have almost died, let me think, 12 times in the last couple of years, okay? I've had heart attacks after picking up prescriptions. I've had all sorts of things happen to me, but God will not permit me to die, and I wish He would. And they're torturing me. And they gave me a parasite infection when I was in the ER. They put it straight in my tube, and now I have a tapeworm infection that's extremely painful. So if you don't like Gematria, get off my channel. And I am going to delete your comments because I like to go back and answer my subs' questions because I care about them. And I don't want to see your nasty words. So stop it with Gematria is witchcraft. You're lying. You're twisting the Bible. You're not studying enough, because if you did study enough, you would know that it's completely valid practice. So stop calling things unclean that are holy and unholy that are holy. Do you hear me? Do want to bring this up early in the video so nobody sets their hope on February 5th. Because you guys, if you've been watching my videos, you know how many times they've been using this birthday code. Birthday, 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 birthday. All the time they're coding this birthday. Birthday equals 604 in Gematria. Kobe Bryant's death, I knew, was a coded story for the end times, an internal communication of the elites as to when things are going to pop off, okay? 12620 was Kobe's death. 6/4/22, 604 is birthday, remember? Is Shavuot, all right? It's the wheat harvest. Now, there's a total of 860 days in between. There is a code that I decoded from that total of days that says Kobe Bean Bryant died, Black Mamba. You know how they use signals and they tap on coded words or they stick out their tongue? I bet you, guarantee you, if I went back and I looked at the footage, I could find this 860 number. That is why they did it. They are pointing to 604, Shavuot, and 22. It is the wheat harvest, number 1. Kobe Bean Bryant is equal to the value for Feast of Weeks, and the Gematria code associated with his death leads us to 604. His death is a code for Shavuot, 604. A Black Diamond story and the Jen Psaki appearance are disseminating the same information. They are getting ready to roll out the mark. 604 equals birthday, and they keep using the birthday code. 205 is 604, that's why they're coding 205. Adar 4 is February 5th. I don't expect anything until June 4th. 9/23/2015, very huge date prophetically. It had to do with Obama and the Pope, equals 2327. So with the knowledge I have from the Black Diamond auction, the Australian Black Diamond that's being auctioned for 555.55, you guys all know that 555 can be converted to 666, right? So they named the Black Diamond reveal 555 carats. 555 feet equals 6660 inches, okay? So this is extremely symbolic regarding the mark in the first place. And then they called the diamond out of this world, literally. That's what they said. Out of this world. This is equal to chi xi vow, which is 666 added up in Greek. Let's see, chi xi vow is, you can look it up, 666. And then we have this is simple gematria here. Now, they just coded February with this, okay?
For President Obama.
Okay. That is equal to, go back, so here, but it encompasses two things at the same time, which was intended. This 129, look at that, and there you go. Not only that, the length of the video was 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And there you go. Like I said, I don't know if this is a code for the date of this to come on the scene, if it's a code or if it's both, because look at this. Barack Obama mark, the mark of the beast, 903, which is what they're coding elsewhere. Okay. So now this is going to get really nuts here. So Barack Obama mark, part of the code that I showed you, 415 equals Notre Dame fire, which happened to be on 41519. If you look, 41519 is 2/5/2022, 1027 days equals Devoke SAR, okay? And that takes us to February 5th, 2022. So either a date is being symbolized, or the gematria of the mark is being symbolized, or both, and time will tell. Definitely it is a date for me to watch to see if anything about having to do with the mark will be revealed.
I don't know, President Biden,
So now we're going to go to the 205 mark. Here we go. Since we already have that information from the black diamond video, the 555 carat black diamond.
I want to go to football games. I want to go to the movie theater. People are tired and they're exhausted.
Go back.
Here's the other thing. We also know, I mean, you know, I work here, but I'm a mom and I have 2 kids going to school. I want them to be able to go to birthday parties.
Stop. Birthday.
I want to be able to go to birthday parties. I want to go to football games. I want to go.
Okay, so we were looking around the 205 mark. The first thing I noticed was this, because they've been using this code since last year. You guys have heard me, I keep hammering on this birthday code. Deborah Birx first used the birthday code at the White House on 4/4, okay? So anyway, 604, you can see that February 5th is Adar the 4th, and Adar is either the 6th or the 12th month. So that code would be either 604 or 1204. So we just saw her speak this word right around 205. It was actually at 204. And then, okay, listen, let's go back a little bit.
I want them to be able to go to birthday parties. I want to go to football games.
Look at the time.
But I'm a mom and I have 2 kids going to school. I want them to be able to go to birthday parties.
Stop. So right in between 204 and 206, this is what was said right here. 1789, and then we have, that word is backwards because I can't put it on here without getting a strike. Name of beast, Anarogue ID, mark, February 5th, 1789. Said in between 204 and 206.
I want to go to football games.
Equals name of beast, Anarogue ID, mark, February 5th. .666 is not a time, so converted it would be 7 minutes and 6 seconds.
Where will be a time for a new face at a certain point in time, and well, I don't know when that is going to be, but Jen, it's a pleasure every day.
Jen, we like the experience of having Joe Biden here in person too. So tell the president we're really looking forward to having him on this at the studio.
Him on this was said exactly at 7:06, which would be 666 converted into a time. So I went and looked to see what the equivalent of 666 would be. 6 minutes and 66 seconds is equal to 7:06. So this is where I found this statement at this mark. She said, him on this, 344. The RFID chip image, 344. This reveals the 666 mark is an image of Barack Hussein Obama that is an RFID chip. I suspect that it has his DNA image within
The
it.
experience of having Joe Biden here in person too. So tell the president tell the president we're really looking. Tell the president we're really looking.
I love to pretend that they accidentally mispronounced a few words, but Whirler equals 1280. Satan's name, Enikav Mark 1280. Guys, before I wrap this video up, there is one more timestamp I want to take a look at. I suspect there is also something hidden there. So far, we have discovered that there was embedded gematria that had to do with the mark of the beast at specific timestamps. Number 1, at 6:01, she used a code that had to do with the mark of the beast, which I showed you. It had to do with the RFID tag. Leviathans equals 666. So that message decoded as RFID tag 666 right at 6:01, which is important because 6:01 equals the mark of the beast. At 6:23, she stumbled her words and said, I can't remember word for word. I'm happy to have worked for President Obama, Biden. But right when she said with the A, 623 mark is when she made that gaffe, and 623 is the gematria for Barack Hussein Obama. So she was using that as a code to encode, because I showed you how I decoded the message, the sentence that she said, by subtracting his number 623 to reveal the code that had to do with the mark of the beast. If you don't remember, go back and watch the video again. It's very revealing. So what I did is I subtracted 623. Since she said Obama at 6:23 and was talking about President Obama, I realized that code needed to subtract his name to reveal what they were saying about his mark. So go back if you don't remember what that was. So we also discovered at the 205 mark, okay, 205 is a code that I pulled from another video they just released about a black diamond auction in Australia. The whole thing was heavily coded. 555 feet is 6,6660 inches. So anytime the 555 is used, you might wonder if the Kabbalists are actually talking about 666, okay? And because I had noticed 205 as a code in the black diamond reveal, the auction in Australia, the 555, aka 6660 black diamond that's going for auction story, it said out of this world, okay? And that is simple gematria 205. And I knew that 1230 is GXI vowel, which is 666 in Greek. That's the Greek numerics, ancient Greek numerics that add up to 666. Okay, so I figured 205 must be important in this. So when I went and looked at the 205 mark, I noticed some codes that were extremely interesting. She used the birthday code, okay? February 5th is 604 on the Jewish calendar. It's Adar the 4th. I just found something that I've been kind of after for a long time, but it doesn't help much in wondering if it's a date or if it's a code, because then you see Adar the 4th is 604 here. But this is the code here that I decoded from that date. Obamacare RFID ID beast mark. Okay, this thing has been a long time coming. I remember getting medical care back in 2015 and after, where all of a sudden all the computer systems were linked, and like any doctor could literally see my medical record. And I knew that about Obamacare. I knew that was going on. And I figured this is one of the first signs that they're conglomerating medical information for some reason. In my opinion, it's because of medical tyranny that the Decoding pan is leading to the requirement of the beast mark. And that was its purpose. And that is why it was done. Okay? So the 604 code we've been seeing forever, this is what it does, and it does nothing to resolve for me whether February 5th is a date or if it's a code. So if that passes, I believe that it will become more clear in later days. But now we know that this birthday code that they keep using is this. And at least we have a little bit of relief of what that is, as it keeps popping up endlessly. So to repeat, Jen Psaki said birthday, which equals 604 right at 205. 205 is 604 on the Jewish calendar. They have been doing a birthday code since last year. Just go back and look at my 4-4 White House video. It's highlighted in there. So 205 is 604. Now, why would she do that? Why would she encode the Jewish date of that? I did show you some codes showing that there is a possibility that it will be revealed on that date. It's either that or it's just the Chi Xi Vow code, because you can see the simple gematria for Chi Xi Vow is 205. But if they like to do things on certain dates, February 5th would be a very logical date to do this. Or possibly they could mean 604 meaning June 4th, which is actually Shavuot Feast of Harvest 604/22, the eve of Shavuot. The official date that I have of the harvest beginning December 18, 2019, and officially coinciding with COVID or Devo. If you take that from Shavuot, which is the Feast of the Harvest, June 4th, 22, it's 899 days. And 899 equals the last trumpet. Realize these words are backwards and scrambled, so get a notebook out, and whatever looks weird to you, I will tell you if it's backwards or if you need to change the word position. Okay. Devoke 19 demic pan. Devoke is backwards. Read pan first, then demic. The Great Tribulation begins December 18th, 2019. 4442. If you actually look it up, this is true. This is when the first reports were circulating. And so that's right around the time. It matches this verse, 4442. Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Both of these are 1600 Anarok, Sariv. Those are both backwards. If you don't know what those are, write them backwards, then you'll understand. Kinhack, genetic, code. Harvest of the earth is ripe, 1600. 2979. For the time has come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. 2979. Anarogue, Survive, those are backwards. Devogue is backwards. 19. Plague. 2979. 1455. Anarogue, backwards. Survive. Pandemic. 1455. Fullness. Harvest. Devoke 19. Pandemic. Harvest DNA. Bad blood. 1162. Devoke 19. Pandemic. 1162. Harvest DNA. Godlike. Able. 1162. Reason he planned the pandemic. 1561. Making sure I erase all those that need to be erased. The wheat and the tares, 1561. God himself planned Devoke 19 pandemic, 1561. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go look at the 604 mark, because 604 is our February 5th. And let's see what she has to say. Also, don't forget that 604 equals Obamacare RFID ID beast mark.
I'm enjoying you so much today. I really am.
Sure people understand what is going to be attempted out there in communities.
Jen, before I get rid of you, which I'm enjoying you so much today. I'm enjoying you so much today. Enjoying.
Those who are involved in the occult elite are Phoenicians or phoneticians or phoneticians, whatever way you want to put it. They employ phonetics. They pass off words and mispronounce in a way that's close enough to our English language that it's really indiscernible with the human ear because of how fast words are spoken. You can't really actually see what they're doing until you slow it down. But if you already know what they're doing with twisting the words, you can spot it. And she just said, instead of I'm enjoying, she said, I'm joying you. There was no E, and you can hear that very clearly. So why did she want to use this word in a code? And this is why I'm enjoying you equals 978. This equals 978. Here they are, still talking about him with all of the codes having to do with the mark. The whole video, timed on specific timestamps that have of Gematria codes that are all regarding the mark of the beast. So they chose to speak I'm joining you, which equals 978, at 604 in the video. The gematria of that phrase is 978, I'm joining you, and that equals Barack Hussein Obama. If you scroll down here, the reason why they used that is to match it with another phrase. I'm joining you. So we have 1795 as the Jewish. This is why they use gematria as cross references. They can combine 2 or 3 or more thoughts just by throwing out a couple words. You can see here, I'm joining you is 978 in English gematria, but it is 1795 In Jewish Gematria, the number of a man 666 1795